and
Okay.
LinkedIn and whatever we are broadcasting to.
All right, we're on.
We it's funny how we always have those trouble a minute before the show start, and let's promise because there are still some technical difficulties, but let's promise our listeners that they will be able to see us on Facebook, Twitter. Where are we broadcasting? I have no idea anymore.
YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, whatever. So it will work very shortly. I don't know why, for some reason, it didn't work as of right now, but it's about to work, and they will see us very, very shortly.
Oh, there we go. We got Kimmy on, so we know we're on.
Yes, Kimmy,
All right.
thank you. Something happened. I hope that our producer listened to us, and we are broadcasting also in the AM. But as nothing works from the radio station, we will do the intro on our own way. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm your stock options.
I love it.
Do you like your intro?
I think it's so cool.
Yeah, you used to be very embarrassed by it. Now you like it.
Now you like it. I think that's great. I think, honestly, I got to give credit to Paul who put it together.
Correct.
And, it was amazing because we're like, we want something kind of like, what do we say? Something like Top Gun-ish. And we're like, and he's like, when do you need it? We're like, 2 weeks. We need it in 2 weeks. And this is what he came back with. And it was awesome. Like, it was really awesome.
So, Mr. Brian, the stock option aviator, and Dr. Deb, the Dr. Deb, I want to start this show.
I guess I need to have a fun
Because
name.
I don't know if we're broadcasting in the radio right now. If Glenn hearing me, please.
You are.
Okay, good.
I am broadcasting to the... Okay,
Okay.
that's not bad. What happened, Glenn?
There's an issue with the buttons are not playing the spots.
Okay, good. But,
So I
but
couldn't play your intro. I couldn't. It just.
Are we
I'm trying to get it
broadcasting?
work.
Yeah, he
You're
said we are.
broadcasting.
Okay,
Yes,
so
you're
let's wake
broadcasting.
everybody up and say good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Larry Steinhouse show. Yes, Larry Steinhouse is not here, but he made us still say his name. So now you notice something immediately. There is no Larry Steinhouse. Larry is away today for a reason nobody at the station has been able to explain to me. They gave me the microphone again. I'm Omri Morad, and fortunately, I am not alone. First, we have Dr. Deb Anderson, the brain, the voice of reason, and quite possibly the only thing standing between us and an FCC investigation.
Really? Is that what it puts? Is that this is the kind of stuff it comes up with?
I'm amazed that that's what it wrote.
I wouldn't even know what's involved in an FCC investigation.
Good. You're
Okay.
fired.
Okay, good.
And sitting alongside us today is Brian Lerman, the stock option aviator. Don't worry, I'm not playing the video again. Okay, so basically Larry left town and handed the show to an Israeli, a doctor, and a pilot. Sounds like the beginning of a joke.
That's great. That's great.
It sounds less like financial radio show and more like a beginning of a joke, like I just said. ChatGPT getting better. But here's the scary part. We actually know what we are talking about. Today we're getting into stock option, covered calls, real estate investing, interest rates, retirement, the economy, and everything else that can either make you money or cost you money. And with the stock option aviator sitting in today, you know we are going to spend some extra time talking about the market, option strategies, generating income, and what Brian is seeing out there right now through his helmet with the special binocular that give you data while you are looking at me.
What
It's
it like
called-
Cerebro?
It's called the Joint Helmet Mounted Queuing System,
Joint.
or JHIPMAS.
Okay, Jehipmis.
It's a hit miss. There you go.
We are broadcasting live from the Investor Schooling headquarters here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, where people learn how to invest in real estate, trade stock option, and actually understand what their money is doing. If you've ever said, why didn't anyone teach me this stuff in school? Well, we do. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and reserve your seat for our free Thursday night class. How much it costs them?
Free.
It's free.
I don't say it as good as you do, but free.
It is a free Thursday night class. And a special thank you to our sponsor.
Free.
It's not a Hulu.
So This is the president of investor schooling, so you understand what you're going into when you walk into the door.
There you go. Free.
Through the door. Into the door? No, through the door.
Through the door.
Through the door. Yeah.
When you walk in.
You
walk in or you
yeah.
go through the door?
Yeah, you gave the mic and the control to an Israeli with accent. Good.
Yes.
So, and a special thank to our sponsor, the
A
Sultan.
special tank?
What did I say?
A special tank.
A
That's what you said.
thanks.
You said a special tank.
A special thank you to our sponsor, the Sultan Income Fund. Invest with the Sultan, collect like a king. The Sultan Income Fund is an income-focused private investment fund for accredited investors. Important disclosure, all investment involve risk, including a possible loss of all principal. Returns are not guaranteed. Any securities offering is made only through the applicable private placement memorandum and official offering documents. Prospective investor could carefully review all the risk and consult their own financial, legal, and tax advisor.
I'm wondering if
Pass-
if Brian should read
Why?
that part.
Because you sit there, so now you have to interrupt me.
No, I'm just saying. I'm wondering if Brian should read that part because you're struggling through it, and Brian would just kind of read through
Because you want me to take my tongue out every time there's a th.
I don't think I should say it.
Okay. At all. You think we shouldn't say it at all?
He missed
I
the
don't
joke.
think I should.
Omri missed the joke.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you. Past performance is not indicative for future result. And don't forget, this is a live show. Crazy things like that never been pre-recorded in advance, right? And if it was pre-recorded, believe we would take out all the technical difficulties or Dr. Deb. So you can call us 85. You can
The
call.
hostility. The hostility.
Are you shouting in my ear?
I am not shouting at you. Turn
Yes.
the volume down.
People are lowering the volume in their cars. So we are a live show, so please give us a call back. Not call back. It's a call. It's not a call back. I was with Xfinity all morning on the phone, so that's why. So give us a call, 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
Did you forward the calls to
Oh
the?
my God. 855-939-1137.
Do it sexy, Omri. Do it sexy.
That's 8. Mike.
Do it sexy.
You're like my like my wife in the bedroom. Do that. Stop.
I'm not like your wife in the bedroom because I don't know what that's like, and I'm not going to ever
Mike,
find
keep it
out.
PG.
But I do want you to do the voice sexy. Come on, do the voice sexy.
That's 855.
There you go.
939-1137.
There you go.
Debbie going to change her underwear. That's 855-939-1137.
See, Omri's doing the voice all sexy. Brian's going to be doing the poll show in a little while.
So call us about stock options, real estate investing, retirement taxes, the market, or anything financial that is on your mind. Larry is away. Dr. Debbie's here. Yes, she is. The stock option aviator is cleared for takeoff, and somehow Omri is flying the plane. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts. The Larry Steinhouse show starts right now.
Right. We're 15% of the way through the show.
Yeah, it seems like it, right? Yeah, I'm not sure even if we're broadcasting. I hope our producer listened to us, and I hope we are broadcasting in AM.
So I was doing the Good Life webinar earlier at 11:30. For those of you that missed it, foryourpieceofthegoodlife.com every Saturday at 11:30. We talk about wins that we've had for the week, real estate, stock options, whatever. It's a good webinar. It's free for anybody out there.
How much it cost?
And it's free.
It's free.
And I had to pull out my business card and give the disclaimer because somebody asked about the fund, the Aviator Fund. So that was the first time I'd had to do that on the webinar, and she laughed. But there was a couple of people on there that were very interested, and they were very hesitant because they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, nobody else in this webinar knew about it either when they signed up to become a student, and that put them at ease. So it was good. It was good. Gary was on there, and
I know Gary attended almost all of them. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's actually great.
Yep. And he on Thursday's class he came on and then he sent out an email to everybody. He created a frenzy of replies for the Aviator Fund because it's filling up, which is the private fund that we have.
How many more spots do you have?
Well, technically, I think there's about 14 spots left, but he has over 30 people that have soft commits, so it's going to fill up wicked fast.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And maybe you tell us how much in percentage you made this week, because people in the online right now listening to us, and they used to talk with their registered rep or whoever, I don't know, their financial advisor, and they all talk to them about returns that are yearly.
Yep. So
Tell us how much you generated for your investors this week.
it was a 1.2% return for the investors for the week.
For the week.
So we sell covered calls and we return the profits, a portion of the profits to the investors. And different than the Sultan Fund, which sells monthly calls, we sell weekly calls. And, we're on target to do 4% for this month. I would, of course, I would like to do 6, but I am, I'm only in control. Well, I'm in control, but depending on where the stock values are, determines whether or not I can reach 6 or 4. The first month we did over 6, but that was because it was the first month.
It's always like that.
Yep.
And I tell you another thing, because I also have multiplier account, and I figured out that certain account that start in the same time. For example, the account that Larry started for Omri was the same time that I started another account for myself. And I couldn't believe that the percentage, even though the stocks may differ between the two accounts, the percentage return is almost the same because it's all depend on when you started.
Yeah.
And at some point, it starts to level up. And I'm saying level up because it's leveling up. Yes, it's coming down. It starts to go up, and then it levels somewhere there at around, for me at least, at around the 6 or because I'm doing monthly. I'm not doing the weekly.
Yeah.
I am doing some calls and not only the covered calls. But but what I'm doing with the calls is different. We'll discuss that later. It's averaging with the monthly at around, to me, it's around 7% right now.
Yeah, and I might have misspoke or at least didn't say it correctly. So I said 6%. That would be for the month is what I'm trying to do.
I know.
Yeah. So, but that would be the equivalent of a 4% in the Sultan Fund. So regardless, at the end of any week, all that matters to me is that I beat or at the end of the month that I beat the Sultan Fund.
Yeah.
I just want to be the Sultan
Otherwise,
Fund.
I might get fired.
No, listen.
Somehow I doubt that.
We need to remember that this is how Brian started, right?
As a
Brian
student.
started in a contest.
Yeah.
So he's a very competitive dude.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it.
Yeah, 50% of my strategy during that contest was just figuring out how to beat the person sitting next to me.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. That's awesome. I know.
That's why I say you don't have to be the best. You just have to be better than the person sitting next to you.
So I figure out that this whole show is going to be more technical, and we will just talk like nobody else is here and like there are no mics. And you tell me, because
should I leave now?
Yeah, you can.
I can leave now.
Nobody do analysis better than you.
Yeah.
So you tell us, what do you see, and share with us.
What do I see? Well, for the Aviator Fund this week, the only stock that was assigned was Ford, and it was assigned at $14. I believe it's about $14.30 right now is what it closed on Friday. And my cost basis was under 14 when I bought it, and it was a small position. But that got assigned, and nothing else did. So we're trading CCL, Rivian, Tesla, and American.
No Meta anymore?
Oh, we have Meta. Yeah, we have Meta.
You do have
yeah,
Meta,
sorry,
okay.
Yeah, Meta. We have 5 positions. I don't think I'm going to add any new stocks. I might increase my position in American a little bit on Monday to bring the cost basis down slightly. But it should be, I did 1.2 the first week for the shareholders. I did 1.2 the second week, and I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to get to 1.2 this next week. Maybe 1.1. So,
okay.
Yeah, and those checks go out at the end of the month to all the shareholders.
So I have a question for you, because I am looking for the next call option opportunity. As you know, because I'm whining to you about it a lot, we have opportunities sometimes that are so obvious, right? We saw that with Meta last month, or maybe it was in June, I think. And we saw it with Tesla that is doing phenomenally right now. Dr. Deb, is there a word phenomenally? Phenomenally?
Phenomenal?
Phenomenally?
Phenomenally? Yeah, phenomenally.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that's phenomenally.
Phenomenally. Okay.
Look at that, him trying to include me when he really doesn't want to.
Why do you think I don't want to include you?
Because this isn't my conversation. That's all
It
good.
is.
Oh, it totally is.
I'm
He's gonna
sorry,
call in
don't
about
you?
real estate soon.
I'm
It's okay.
so-
I'm not
sorry.
complaining.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Don't you have a covered call account?
I have a covered call account, yes.
Okay.
I don't have a call option account.
Oh, it's fine. It's the same account. You choose not to do cover.
I choose not to do call.
That's
call
completely
options,
okay.
yeah.
And would you agree with me that in your position right now, your covered call account for reason we won't discuss right now is not in the best position. Agreed?
No, I'm fine actually.
You're fine. How much percent do you make a month?
So I range somewhere. So I range between 7 and 8% usually.
Right now?
Yeah, I think I might have even hit 9 this past week. So, but since I went back to doing monthlies, I'm doing much better, because I made some mistakes on weeklies because I wasn't paying attention to the numbers,
Yes.
and it was my mistake, and it took me a while to figure out that I was making mistakes and I just didn't realize it. So now that I think maybe at some point I'll consider doing weeklies, but not anytime soon. And the thing I like about the monthlies is that it's kind of like I set it and forget it. Whereas you're freaking out about your one stock every single day. You're like freaking this and freaking that.
Me?
Yes.
I make fun of that. I don't really
no,
care.
because you're like, oh, SLV, oh, AAL, oh, Conagra.
Why are you shouting like that?
Because that's what you do.
But
That's what you do.
But that's me. You shouldn't
Yeah.
shout, because
I'm just saying that's what you do. So
you just blew up some speakers in people's cars.
So one of the things that I love about monthlies is
Yeah.
that I just set it and forget it. No matter what the market's doing in the middle of the month, it doesn't matter. So I don't freak myself out until I get a little bit closer to the end of the month, and I know I'm collecting my money, and then whatever.
So I do
it's
exactly
less
the
stress
same-
for me. It's less stress.
I do exactly the same way that you do, and that's why I put the bread and butter before in front of my kids and pay my mortgage and whatever I need. I also like to do the calls right now as a way to learn. For certain people, and I'm a person like that, I need to do something to learn it. That's why I will tell you right now, in high school, I was straight A with everything beside theoretical physics. Because theoretical physics to me was so hard to imagine in the mind. I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't, and you can draw it. That's why it's theoretical physics. So it's part of that. So when I'm doing the course, it's easier for me to learn.
No, I
And
understand that.
I dedicated a very specific amount only for that. Why? Because it's amazing.
Do you know what that's called?
What's called?
You learning by doing.
You're learning by doing?
You know what that's called? There's a name for that.
Tell me. Autodidact.
What?
Autodidact?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
No. So, okay. Maybe I did a translation directly from Hebrew. Tell me.
It's called experiential learning.
Experiential learning.
Experiential learning. It's a whole big theory, yeah. So, which is interesting because out of all the theories out there, that's the one I like the most and I agree with the most. Like that you learn by doing. So when you don't do it, you can't actually. So, years ago, I used to be a cashier at Drug Emporium, if anybody even remembers Drug Emporium. You remember? You were
No,
here.
I
But
wasn't,
you remember
no.
Drug Emporium?
No.
So it was, I don't know, some big drugstore way back when. And so they used to have all the new cashiers come to me to train because I would train them. And by the end of the night, they were all fully trained. But when they went with somebody else, they would have to train for like a week or two. And the whole reason was because I put them in front of the cash register and I said, all right, hit this button, hit this button, hit that button, so that they would have to do it on their own. And within 10 minutes, they got it because they were learning how to do it on their own. Right. So instead of just watching me for an hour and a half or 4 hours, so it's called experiential learning because it works. Right. So when you do it, when you're actually pressing the buttons and when you're actually looking at this or when you're figuring out that or, like I said, pressing this button or pressing that button and you're holding it in your hands, it registers in your brain what you're doing. And that's why experiential learning is such a great way to learn.
So I agree. The only thing I want to say is that even though as my very modest and calm down character, as you know, I like to make drama over certain things.
You?
Because-
No, I don't believe it.
Because it's who I am, and
You
you know
think?
that. It's
No.
part of who I am. So if I will do monthlies or weeklies or dailies, okay, I will still come into the office and shout that and that and that.
Conagra!
And
SLV!
that's I don't know where Conagra.
yeah.
I don't know where Conagra is. I'm actually right now
now you're looking at Conagra.
intrigued. Of course, yeah. I want to know where it is right now
That's so
because
funny.
I waited for a long time for it to come back.
You know what I thought was interesting is that because I've knew about subject twos for so long,
Yeah.
but I actually haven't done one. And then when I went down to Arkansas, 2 of them literally fell in my lap. So it was interesting because I knew what to do, but when I had to go do it, I wasn't sure what to do because I didn't actually go through the motions. And I'm like, what am I doing next? What do I do next? What do I do next? Even though I kind of knew, but I had to be reminded because I never actually went through the whole process. So now that I've gone through the process, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So it's, like you can learn it all you want, but until you start doing it and physically taking those steps, it doesn't mean anything. So
Sounds like our Onyx program where the students are learning by doing.
yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
then after about 4 months, they know what they're doing and they have a pretty good idea of why. But then they're like, okay, tell me more about buying a call, because I know how to sell a call. How do I buy a call?
Yeah.
And what do you get?
It's like a natural thing. Well, it's interesting because that's used to be what you guys taught here was buying calls, and then so now they learn how to sell a call first, and we start talking about all the ways that you can buy a call, and it's kind of the opposite side of the transaction. So
Yeah.
I try to do my presentations to test people's ideas of what they think about buying or selling a call,
Mm-hmm.
and the definition of a stock option, which I start with all the time. But then if I say, oh, you can buy or sell a call, and they're like, their mind kind of stops for a second.
So it's funny when people that joined during the rush, I guess, here with the covered calls, they don't get it. They don't see the other side. People that are part of the school for years, normally they will learn how to buy a call before they will learn how to sell a
That's what I
call.
was saying,
Yeah, that's what we always used to
Exactly.
do first. Yeah.
And right now, people, because of the consistency of the covered call, because of the amount of income it generates to so many people in the school, they're not exposed to buying calls. They're not trying even. And I think it reflects to many things. It's also reflect to real estate. You mentioned real estate, right? I see people in the school, and some of them are even in this room right now, that have less focus on less interest in their own real estate.
Well, that's not true because I'm still very real estate focused.
You're very self-focused because I wasn't talking about you. But think about it for a second, right? If you have an account of $100,000 that delivers you around 7% every month,
right.
will you now? We know diversity. We all have real estate. We all deal with the real estate. We all make sure we won't put all the money in one pile. But it's amazing to me when I'm thinking about buying something new that the percentage, for $100,000,
No, I get it, Omri. And
we used to be okay with how much income? You tell me.
usually like 8% is like a fair rate for $100,000, but that would be 8% a year, right?
For what? For real estate?
For real estate.
No, I wouldn't go even in 8% back then. I would say around 15. I want to believe 15.
To lend? To lend as a private lender?
No.
What are we talking about?
I'm sorry, as a real estate owner.
Oh, as a real estate
How much are you expecting to get back out of your $100,000 investment in real estate?
You can.
If you own.
I just want to make sure and this is totally the wrong way to look at it. With a price of insurance that has skyrocketed and the price of materials that has also skyrocketed, now I just hope that my rent covers all the expenses, and I know that as my real estate.
What do you mean your rent covers all your expenses?
So
you mean with the mortgage?
Yeah, with my mortgage, because I know you own yours all outright, and I have loans on all of mine, right? And I'm okay with that. And as the property increases in value, I raise the rent, and it always covers the mortgage. And I wanted to cover, because I usually cover the water bill for some of my places, and in some of the places I have to cover the landscaping because it's an apartment complex or whatever. And then I want my rent to cover the taxes, the insurance, and then the other necessities that I have to pay for, like the water or the grass and that kind of thing. And anything over that, I'm happy I make money. You know what I mean? But I realize that that's just a temporary thing. You know what I mean? Because as I own the property longer, the rent roll increases and the price of the property value will continue to increase. Like my place in Monroe was only, I think like 2 years ago, they said it was only worth like $500. And then I think 2 or 3, and then I just had it reappraised and it's up to $750. And that was just in 2 years, which is great. So hopefully in 5 or 10 years, I'll actually, it'll be worth more than what I own it.
You are not, and we need to remember, you are not looking to sell.
I'm not looking to sell, so it
Okay.
doesn't matter. I'm not looking to sell.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not looking to sell.
So to me right now, a property, if I am buying a property for $100,000, I need to make 15%, which is $15,000 a year. I take in consideration taxes and insurance. Of course, I have my own calculation for tax and insurance and how much I am willing to take for fixed expenses out of the rent, if it makes any sense to me.
Yeah, you do 2 or 3 months, right? I think that's what you do.
To me, it's 2 or 3 months. If I need more than 2 or 3 months of rent to cover all my fixed expenses, the deal is not for me, probably.
Yeah.
There must be another benefits there too. But with that, if we consider 15% a year, 15,000 a year from $100,000, and with the covered costs, we found a way to make between between 6 and 8. Let's average to 7. You make the 15%, the 15,000 out of your $100,000 in what? 3 months?
2 months, yeah.
3 months.
2 months, yeah.
So that's part of it, and that without dealing with everything. So yes,
No,
we all like our real estate. We all hold our real estate, and we count on it for many ways. But I think the same way that during COVID, we saw a situation that real estate wasn't so sure because somebody told our tenants that they don't have to pay their rent if they lost their job or something like that. Same thing with the stock. So to have both and rely on both, that's the best way to go.
Yeah, I think so. I did notice that it's getting a little bit harder to. So I'm still very heavily involved in real estate.
I know.
I've noticed that it's a little bit harder to get money, like a private lender for real estate, because now they want to put it all into covered calls.
How much? You just came back from Arkansas, right?
I'm going. I did come back, and I'm going back again in a couple weeks.
You came back on Monday. How was it?
What are you talking about?
Where were you on Monday? You
I was in New York. I was in upstate New York.
Okay.
I was in upstate New York.
I got you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I know you came back and you're going for the tax sale.
Yeah, I'm going for the tax deed auction. So I leave on the 31st, which is our next trading day.
Okay.
So I have somebody else who will trade for me. But the next tax sale is September 1st in Arkansas. So I'm going to the tax deed sale to see if I can pick up some properties. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing.
And then oh my God, should I tell you?
Tell me.
So I'm driving to upstate New York with my girlfriends, and I get an email, like we stop somewhere, and I check my emails, and the 2 places I bought down in Arkansas, like I said, they were both subject twos. One of them got rented on Friday.
Nice.
I'm so excited. So yes, the one got rented out, and now I'm waiting for the second one to get rented out. So hopefully that will get rented out soon.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I know,
Listen,
that's exciting. I'm really excited.
I'm very excited for you. To me, the concern was when I owned properties in Michigan, the concern was the lack of control. When you deal with management companies, it's, to me, I moved from one company to another. It was okay for, I don't know, half a year, and then the problems started to come again, and I got bills again that I wasn't aware of, and every time. So that's the reason. If you find the right management company,
I interviewed 3 different ones.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I interviewed 3 different management companies, and I asked them a slew of questions, and like some they couldn't answer, which was interesting. One lady was clearly not interested in liking her job or having anything to do with her job, and we were there for 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, this isn't working for me. And the other place, we were there probably for about an hour because they were great. And it turned out that when we went and grabbed lunch, we were standing there waiting to figure out what we were going to order. And then the one guy just happened to walk in that we just left. So we had lunch with him. We bought him lunch, and then we asked him more questions. So they were definitely the priciest out of the 3, but I think they were the most comprehensive out of the 3. And they were, so I think it'll be a good relationship.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm very happy for you. So I hope Glenn don't answer me, our producer on the Facebook. I'm pretty sure he's busy. Glenn, can we go to commercial, or you need some more time?
You can go to commercial.
Thank you. So let's go to commercial, and immediately after that, we'll be very happy to take your calls. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855.
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling.
Don't pause.
Radio show right here on WPHT.
It's all good.
Okay, so what it was, there was a computer issue. I had to reboot the computers.
Okay.
Live show at
But we should be okay now.
Thank you, man.
I apologize. I don't think I missed any calls, but I was kind of frantically on the phone and stuff.
That's fine.
It's about real estate, the stock market, even politics. Make sure you tune in Saturday, 1 o'clock. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling.
Brian.
Did you know
Much
that
time
you
we
can
have?
buy real
Can
estate
you
with
do,
absolutely
2
pocket?
minutes?
That's right.
Can
If
you do an
listen
intro
to our
for the next show?
Or if you read my book, Money Hacks, I
Can you
talk
do an
about
intro for the
how to
second
buy
hour?
real estate with absolutely no money out of your pocket. You
With
should come
Claude?
this Thursday night to a complimentary class at Investor Schooling and learn more. Learn how to buy properties with no money. Learn how to make money at closings and learn how to make a monthly income. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. Take your complimentary class this Thursday.
This is Dr.
What
Deb
is
from
Larry
Investor
doing?
Schooling.
This thing lets it go.
$49,472.50. That's how much I got back at closing when I bought a house just a couple weeks ago. I bought that property with no money out of my pocket. Are you wondering about how I did that?
Yes.
Are you curious to see how you can do that too? We have hundreds of students that we taught that method to. Come to an in-person class this Thursday night at Investor Schooling. I'm looking forward to seeing you Thursday night at 7. Sign up today at investorschooling.com.
This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Listen, you need to take a complimentary class this Thursday. You need to learn how to invest in real estate. You need to learn how to invest in the stock market. You need to learn how to invest in stock options. And you need to learn how to make more money than you've ever made before. Why aren't you here? Come to investorschooling.com. Take a complimentary class this Thursday and learn. That's investorschooling.com. Take your complimentary class this Thursday. We'll see you there.
This is Dr. Deb from Investor Schooling. I want to reach out to all the women out there, and I want all the women to realize that they are empowered and able to come into Investor Schooling to learn how to become really good real estate investors and stock option investors and be able to live the life the way they want. Right now, we are so focused on dealing with the husbands and the families and the kids and everything that goes along with it, but it's time for us. It's our time to be able to do this, and you need to come to
This is
Investor
our
Schooling to
time
learn how to do
down
this.
here.
Go to
I know.
investorschooling.com.
Up there, it's their
Again, that's
time.
investorschooling.com.
I know.
Right now, down here,
Hey, this is
our
Larry
time.
Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there
What are you talking
a
about?
lot of
Goonies.
altruistic reasons
And
that
the
you should
wishing
become
well?
a real estate
Winnies?
investor? That's right. You
What-
get to
what's it?
rent
I was too
houses
busy
to
listening to-
really nice
what is it?
people
The
who
movie
need
Goonies.
houses.
We're in the
And you know
wishing
what?
well.
When there's a housing
Oh,
shortage
that's right.
and
It's
you
our
have a
time.
house
This
for
is
rent,
our
you're
time.
so
I remember that.
happy.
Yeah, you're
I've
right.
actually gotten hugs from tenants. So come to investorschooling.com and you will learn how to be a landlord the right way. That's right. We have a
Our time.
complimentary
Yep, I
class
remember.
this Thursday night.
All right, we'll be back in 30.
All right.
And it's 2. Go to investorschooling.com. We'll see you Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Hi, this is Larry Steinhouse, and I want to tell you about a charity we formed called Lev 27. Lev 27 is a charity that helps people stay in their homes. Look, sometimes life happens. Many people live paycheck to paycheck.
And since I wasn't able to play you a proper intro before, Omri, I know you'll say it anyway, but you may want to reiterate the whole Larry Steinhouse show, whatever.
I think we'll do it in the next hour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll have the intro, the proper intro again. But I'm saying if you want to play it up. Here you go.
Welcome back, and this is the Larry Steinhouse Show. Even though the Mr. Steinhouse, the Larry Steinhouse, is not here today, here with me in the studio today is Dr. Deb Anderson, the president of Investor Schooling, and of course the aviator himself, Mr. Brian Lerman. We are a live show and we'll be very happy to get your call, to take your call for any questions you have, financial, real estate, stock, option, covered, whatever you want. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. Please call just to make sure that the phone actually works. We're not sure that the phone works, so maybe this is the option. Give us a call back. Again, a call, not a call back. I'm always the call back.
Oh, we don't listen to you anyway. Don't worry about it.
Ah, really? I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
No problem.
you want to talk about hostility again, huh?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
want to congratulate Mr. Omri Morad
For what?
for buying your house.
Nah, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Why not?
I don't know. I will get there. I'm still looking for everything. I'm still not feeling at home in my own place. We'll see. It will take some time. I guess it takes some time. Yeah. Everybody is nodding. You know, it's a radio. You can't nod. People don't see you. Even though people on Facebook can see you.
Takes time.
I know. It takes a long time apparently. But that's fine. I'm still here in the show, in the radio on Saturday afternoon. So that's good. What do you want to talk about, Mr. Brian?
I don't know. I was just looking at some stocks.
And
I don't know. I found a few that are interesting.
what did you find? Tell us.
Oh my goodness.
This is you?
A lot of people keep bringing up GLW, which is Corning.
Mm-hmm.
Let me type that in here.
Corning?
Hang on. Let me pull it back up.
What are they making?
Hang on.
Sure.
Do you know what
I
that
have
means?
Oh my
patience.
God, look at the hostility
How
over
could
here.
couldn't you be more prepared? This is a live radio show. Just want to remind you this is a live radio show and you should call in 855-939-1137. We'll be very happy to take your call. 855-939-1137.
Optical communications, mobile consumer electronics, display, automotive, and life sciences.
Mm-hmm.
They produce advanced glass substrates that are used in a large number of applications across multiple markets. A couple people have, during the stock option aviator section of the class on Thursday, they keep bringing this one up, and I don't know. I look at the chart. It's a $165 stock.
So it's pretty high.
I mean, not that, that just depends on how much money you have to spend, but
Yeah.
the it was when they brought it up to me, it was just prior to earnings, and it dropped to earnings, but it's recovered after earnings. So it's possible cover call play, kind of like it right here. It's 160-ish.
Debbie, can you put your
it has a
phone on
64,
silent?
please.
It's it's funny. So I'm
It's
gonna
not funny. It's interrupting.
well, I'm gonna do a shout out. It's actually Joan letting me know that she can hear us when we're, how we're on the commercial break?
Yeah.
Because if you're listening to us on Facebook or YouTube, you can hear us have a
Yeah,
conversation.
That's fine, yeah.
And what's funny is that everybody's like, hey, we can hear you, we can hear you. We're like, yeah, we know. But thank you for letting us know. It's
Sure,
great.
yeah.
But on the radio, you can't hear us like over the break because
Correct.
the commercials are playing. So I'm just letting her know, thank you for letting us know. But yes, we know about it. But thank you for letting us know. So I will now mute my phone so that you don't have to hear my phone going off. And then whatever, moving on. So go back to Brian and the stock that he's looking at. Go ahead, Brian.
It has a 64% implied volatility on it,
Ooh.
which is down. Normally it's up in the 80s.
Okay.
So you tend to go over what, like 50 or 60? Is that what you're
Well,
thinking?
70 is kind of my limit.
70 is your limit. Okay.
But I was just sifting through all the stocks in the S&P 500 that had weekly options, which was
Mhm.
about 500 and change. 300 if you narrow it down to market caps bigger than 10 billion, which is what I do. So anyway, I'm watching that one. I don't know. I kind of like it.
Which stock was this again?
GLW,
I know. What did it stand for again?
Corning.
Corning. Like
Corning,
glass?
Yeah. Well, they do a lot of stuff, but I don't know enough about it to tell you exactly what they do. But
So
yeah.
I was just in upstate New York at the I went to the Corning Museum this last weekend. That's where I was. So it was just neat to see all that
So
stuff.
it's real.
It's totally real. It was very neat,
I'm assuming
actually. It's
they're
very
from-
neat. The Corning Museum.
I'm assuming if the museum is there, they're probably located up there.
Corning? Yeah.
Let me
So
check.
Apparently
explain-
they used to be in...
Why
in-
won't you explain Corning for a second
What do you mean?
for our listeners so they will understand what those companies are actually doing?
Well, I saw the museum. I mean, the museum I saw was all about glass, because it's a big glass place,
Mhm.
like Pyrex and all that. Like
They're
they did all glass, and they did the glass that went over the light bulb. They did that, and then they do all decorative glass,
Okay.
and then they have a whole thing there. It's really pretty neat. But apparently they started in New York, in New York City, and they moved out to New York because out of not out of state, but upstate New York because it was so expensive back in the, I want to say in the 30s or 1930s or earlier or something, maybe. I don't know, whatever. But it was just really neat to see. And then we were just kind of goofing off. It was very interesting because if there was, we stayed at this redone farmhouse, which was really pretty sharp. Like it was a redone farmhouse, barn, whatever. And if we had to stop at the stop sign and there was traffic coming, it was just like, oh my God, there's traffic here, because it was so quiet everywhere you went, and there was like no traffic anywhere. It was very weird. It's not like here, but the Corning was pretty cool.
Their headquarters is in Corning, New York.
Yeah, I know it's in Corning, New York. Yeah. Yeah, but it never used to be. It used to be. They used to be in. I think they started in Center City, not Center City, but like New York City.
Yeah.
And they moved out way back when, whatever. But it's all they have this whole, you could do like glass, you could make glass tchotchkes or make a drinking glass or do all kinds of stuff like that. It was really pretty neat.
Drinking glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can like design your drinking glass and things. And then they have like barrettes, I think, and all different kinds of things that you could do. It's really neat, actually. You should take your kids there. They would love it.
Okay.
They would absolutely love it. It was really neat. And they have the, 3,000 years of glass making, and how it all started and all the different places that they did it, and it was really pretty. That's what I'm saying.
The glass blowing that they heat it and do all.
That's
those.
part of it. It's not
Yeah?
all glass blowing,
Okay.
you know. Then there's
It's
a
on their
mosaic.
website.
Yeah, it's
Some
pretty neat.
blowing glass.
Yeah, blowing glass, but they had mosaic stuff, and it was really pretty interesting just to see like all the different places that
The
and how it
internet.
started.
The internet say that Corning developed specialty glass, ceramics, and optic fiber used in major consumer electronics,
Yeah.
vehicles, flat screen LCD TVs,
Yeah.
and life science laboratories. Famous applications include Gorilla Glass on
What?
smartphones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not familiar with that one.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the screen protectors
Screen
or even the
protector.
glass itself on your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
That's why it's
And
not
then-
breaking when you drop it.
And like Debbie said, Pyrex,
The Pyrex,
Yep.
yeah.
and then optic fibers powering telecommunication networks. So
They have this whole like museum part where they showed you how they used to make windows for glass for windows, like windows that you put on your house.
Yeah.
Like the old fashioned way they used to do it was really pretty incredible, actually.
So are they making money? I'm pretty sure they do.
stand by.
Yeah, but you tell me if they are making money and how much. What do you see in their statistic right now? How is the PE? How is the beta?
They are. They have an implied volatility of 65.
Okay.
Beta's 1.1.
Oh, okay.
So they got
It's a
good
bit low.
good volatility with a relatively low beta.
So
Yeah.
explain what the beta means for
Well,
those.
beta is if you take an index like the S&P 500, if it moves, if it moves in a particular direction on a whole, how does that affect how the stock moves in response to that? So it's just a measurement, it's a historical measurement. It can be over any time period, typically over the last year. This one's on a 60-month look back, but it means that if the general market's going up $1, it would go up
$1.1.
well, it would go up 0.14 more. So
Yeah.
it's a volatility measure, historical volatility, whereas implied volatility is what we think the future volatility is going to be. But the PEs are 55, forwards 48. That's whatever.
It's still
a
lower.
lie. They got a big dividend.
Yeah.
Or they have a dividend, not a big dividend.
How much?
The yield is 0.67, so that's not
Okay.
very big. And then they got net income 1.6 billion. Looks like that's 7 billion, so that's not bad. That's within my parameters that I like. They got 1.5 in cash. ROE is 20%. So I mean, people have brought this stock up before, and I look at this, I'm like, yeah, I kind of like it. It's just whether or not the chart falls in line with
Yeah.
a good buying price. And right now, it's not at a low, it's not at a high, but it's kind of holding at this level where when you think about maybe playing a covered call on it with a 60% implied volatility with fundamentals that are sound,
Not bad, yeah,
and they
but-
got their fingers and everything.
I'm just worried that I'm not worried. I believe that the calls will be very expensive. 167.
Oh, I'm not talking about a call. I'm talking about selling a call.
Selling a call.
Yeah,
Okay.
covered call.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like the chart for calls.
For calls. Okay.
Yeah.
You're looking for to hold it right now.
Well, I would buy it and sell a call on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And yep. So that
So
was interesting.
I found something very interesting with Tesla's PE.
Don't look at Tesla's PE.
I know, because it's always scare us, right? Their current PE is
Oh my God.
$342, which
So
means
explain.
that
So you need to explain what these things mean.
I
so
will
you need to
explain.
explain what the PE is.
so the PE, and Brian will maybe explain better. I'll try. PE represent how much more in company value the stock represent than what it actually in what it actually
it's
Price?
the multiple.
It's a class. It's a class in high school.
yeah
Yep. PE.
that nobody do.
Stop.
Okay.
No.
So PE, price and earnings, price divided by earnings, and that's earnings per share. So the price of the stock divided by the earnings. How many multiples is it trading above its earnings per share?
The value of the company.
It's not the value. It's just a number. It's just a ratio. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's how much more than earnings are people willing to pay for this stock?
Correct.
So it's a measurement of sentiment, kind of, and it's all on its own. It doesn't mean a whole lot, but when you compare a PE of 300 to a PE of 10, well, maybe the 300 PE is overvalued in the stock market, and the one that's 10 is correctly valued or lower valued.
So
right?
I mentioned that because the PE is 342.
Right.
On
The
what,
stock-
Tesla?
Correct. The stock right now is trading at 342.
Yeah. So I use this example all the time. I compare the numbers of AT&T to Tesla, and I say which company makes more money. Well, it's AT&T. And which one? When I just put the numbers on there, they're like, I want that one. I want AT&T. And then when I say it's AT&T, they're like, oh, I don't want it. And then you look at the P's are obviously hugely different, but the way that I try to explain a PE mindset is AT&T going to put a robot in your house or put solar panels in space or start a colony on the moon or make bionic implants for the body, right?
But unlike Tesla, they're not aiming there.
They're not aiming it, right? So
Correct.
Tesla has all this capability to do whatever you can imagine. So what are you willing to pay for that? Well, people are willing to pay 300 times earnings. So it also means that the bottom can drop out pretty quick if that expectation changes.
And yet, their forward PE, which means what we expected to see in the future, their forward PE, believe it or not, is 181.
So that's very encouraging, right?
I know.
So,
but why is it so? It changed dramatically.
What they're saying, it's a math problem. When you draw it on the whiteboard, you have a numerator and a denominator. If you increase the denominator, then the price, if the price stays the same, which is the numerator,
correct,
that value, that ratio gets smaller.
Which means
what that means is they're going to make more money in the future.
Or they expect that the stock will drop. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, okay, so you're that is correct. You are correct in the equation.
Yes.
However, the price is not a variable when you compare current PE with forward PE.
It's always
We're
compared
assuming
to
it at the current price right now.
Always.
If the current price is 340, we compare that to the earnings for the trailing 12 months. Then we take 340 and we compare it to what the analysts think the earnings are going to be in the next 12 months.
So Tesla is saying that by next earning, they will make double.
They're saying their number on the bottom of that fraction is going to be bigger going in the forward. So
correct,
at the current price of 340, the answer to that equation is whatever you said, 100 and something, right? So the bottom number got bigger, which is earnings. So if people are willing to pay 300 times earnings based on what it made the last 12 months, if you apply it to what we think the stock's going to do in the future, that means that the stock is probably going to have to go up in value if the same sentiment of 300 applies, 300 times earnings. So I call that a tailwind, right? At least they're not predicting them to not make as much money.
So we don't want to intimidate anybody that listen here for the first time. We did dig down a bit deep.
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
We went, what?
You think? That's why I keep asking you to explain what these terms are, because people don't know.
So we are teaching it in a very basic way to many people, especially for the first time. What's going on?
Nothing. Keep talking.
He's bringing all his medications out.
Okay, can you stop interrupting me?
Yes.
It's this side of the table that must interrupt all the time.
Yes.
So we are teaching everything that you hear here, in a very basic way. and there is a reason why we do it. Brian took it to the next level. Brian is all about the analytic and the number, and he's very, very good at what he's doing. And when you dig deep into it and you actually find logic behind all that, it can be great. So that's why we do what we do. But don't be intimidated by it. Yes, we are teaching it in a very simple way that will appeal to any 10-year-old person.
So did you give your daughter the account yet?
So my 10-year-old daughter, will start to do the covered calls on September 1st.
Oh, okay.
So she is starting her covered call account, and she will start it on September 1st. And we are also starting something very, very, very new. Well, it's a zoo here in the studio today. I don't know what everybody is doing. You commenting about his eye drops.
I don't see. He's looking for a tissue. I don't see any tissues in here.
Just
I
keep
will
talking.
Find you a tissue.
No, I'm good.
Just get up and go to the bathroom.
I use my shirt.
You good?
Such a typical guy does stuff like that.
So
there's no
Rome.
tissues.
So Rome will start to do her covered calls on September 1st. It will be, of course, the first time, the first month. It will be actually the 31st. And we hope that to see a return. We hope to see what return a 10-year-old can bring, because we do believe that the way we teach and the method we teach is very, very simple. So simple that even a fourth grader can do it, which is very important for us. We believe that what we teach here, the stocks, the real estate, is something that no place teach us or taught us in the past. No school, no college, and I think we think it's very, very important.
I know, but is she are you having her watch? How is she starting? Like, are you giving her videos so she can watch, or are you explaining it to her, or how does it work?
No. She will be taught one-on-one by the big guy.
Larry's teaching her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she won't like it me after that, probably.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. But does she know that she's getting taught by Larry?
She does, yeah. They talked, Larry is basically an uncle to her.
Okay.
And that's how it's all it's all started. Also, we are starting a very, very cool test that also will start in September. It's something a bit different than tests that we did before. We are going to borrow a certain amount of money. We're still discussing how much we are borrowing. We're trying to get it as high as we can. And we want to see, with the monthly returns, with the interest, with everything, we want to see how much time it will actually take us to return this debt.
You need to delete that.
Okay? We want to see how much time it will take us to return this loan, and how much time it will take us to pay this loan and still have the same amount of money that we put into it in the beginning. And this is going to be, I believe, a very wild test. So we hope...
I'm looking forward to seeing how she does. I mean, I hope Rome will do great. I'm sure that she will. So...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that she's going to do great. So I'm looking forward to seeing how well she does.
Awesome. We all expected to see that. So we are a live show. I don't know why people are not calling us today. Maybe it's because the whole show is a bit unplanned.
Well, we're always unplanned.
I know, but more than regular.
It could be just because it's absolutely gorgeous outside.
It is. So please give us a call. We'll be very happy to take your call. We do have another hour, and we will be very happy to take your call. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. Everything you need to know about stocks, the real estate market, options, covered calls, retirement, money, everything about money. That's why we are here. That's what drives us in life. 855-939-1137. We'll be very happy to take your call. Also, we want to invite you for a free class here at the school every Thursday at 7 p.m. You just need to go to Investor Schooling. That's investorschooling.com, investorschooling.com, and you can RSVP for a free class this coming Thursday. I find your class, Brian, on Thursday very interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, because when we started the account, we just press all the next, and check all the boxes. And I always see that he offered a Thinkorswim, but I never tried the Thinkorswim platform. And so it's great. It's great that we have this tool, because, like you said, I also found ways more in the app than in the computer that the Charles Schwab login doesn't work.
Yeah.
So now we have another way.
Yep. And it took me, I avoided Thinkorswim because it was intimidating to open it up.
I know.
And I kind of forced myself to, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to watch the first video on how to get started. The video is called Getting Started.
Yeah.
And it was really well done and easy. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. It isn't so bad. A lot of information, but if you get rid of some of it, it's good.
Okay, that's awesome. So again, we are Investor Schooling. This is the Larry Steinhouse Show, and we'll be very, very happy to help you with all your financial need. That's what we do. That's what drives us every morning. Give us a call, 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137. We do have another hour, so stay put and listen to us. And you can RSVP for a free class this coming Thursday or any Thursday. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com, and we'll be very happy to meet you in person. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, you're clear. You're clear.
This program is paid
What
for
do you
by
mean I
Investor
changed it?
Schooling. All opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely those of Investor Schooling or their guests and do not
What's that?
reflect the opinions of WPHT.
We should do
or
something for
Odyssey.
Money Hacks. Tell people about Money Hacks on the next show.
Sure.
From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios.
And at Love 27 too. We have an 1127 event coming up.
Okay.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Philabundance is the region's largest hunger relief organization, serving more than 90,000 people each week. Almost a third are children. Help feed those in need at philabundance.org.
Summer's winding down, and now's the perfect time to get your home organized before fall arrives.
Will you
Whether
do
it's
the
the
intro?
master closet, garage, pantry,
Sure.
home office, or mudroom, Closet Factory Philadelphia designs custom storage solutions built around the way you live. A more organized home means less clutter, less stress, and more time enjoying what matters most. This August, make organization your next home improvement project. Visit ClosetFactory.com today and schedule your free in-home design consultation. Closet Factory Philadelphia, custom organization designed for your life.
Tonight, 7:10 Phillies Twins game can be heard on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT. The Phillies are on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT tonight.
This Saturday, starting at 10 a.m., it's the 12-hour sale event at Ashley. Save up to 70% store-wide, plus enjoy free delivery. Plus, we're giving away prizes every hour. Big savings, big giveaways, and one big day to shop. Don't miss the 12-hour sale this Saturday at Ashley.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve.
1 minute.
These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include
Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner.
these are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra.
What's going on?
For prescribing
Sounds like
information,
you
call
beautiful.
1-833-748
All right, ready to go?
or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor.
15 seconds.
RCM.
Giving blood is easy. It only takes about an hour, and a single donation can help save up to 3 lives. Donate now. Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or redcrossblood.org.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling. All opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely
What is that noise?
or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of
The
WPHT or
computer?
Odyssey.
What do you hear?
It sounded like a weird
It's her
sucking
phone.
noise.
Premium Automobile Studios, powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations. Always live.
Stand by.
The app. The Larry Stein.
You're hot.
Woo!
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Larry Steinhouse Show. I am Brian Larman, and today I'm joined by Omri Morad and Dr. Deb Anderson.
Yes.
Believe it or not, Larry has handed us the airplane, and then he jumped out somewhere over Mexico. And now Omri, Dr. Deb, and I are trying to land this thing without bending any metal. So here we go. We've got the controls for the next hour. And if you're new to Investor Schooling or new to this radio show, what we do is pretty simple here. We teach people how to make their money work harder for them. Here at Investor Schooling, our whole mission is teaching regular people, like you and me, how to think differently about money and investing. That includes real estate, tax deeds, notes, land investing, and on my side of the house, stock options. We teach students how call options work. We use covered call strategies to generate income from stocks they already own and how to understand the risks and mechanics before they ever place a trade. That's not only what we talk about on the radio, but we teach it every Thursday. Every Thursday we teach a free class. You can sign up for that at investorschooling.com. You can come in, learn the strategies, ask questions, and meet us and see how all of this works. We also do mastermind sessions on Monday for our students. We have private investor funds and all sorts of good things under the planet. So,
Under the planet?
yeah. Did I say under?
You said under the planet.
On the planet?
On the planet?
Under the heavens is
Under
what we
the
do
heavens?
here.
All right, there we go.
So,
You're taking notes from Omri over here.
Yeah, and now
All right,
I will
so join us
I will
today.
say the hostility.
buckle up. Let's talk about making money, investing money, get your money working for you. You can call in at
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
very good. This is the Larry Steinhouse Show. Let's get started.
Woohoo! I'm so much better in just saying the number.
Okay.
So much better.
Go ahead. Say it sexy.
No, I'm not going to.
Why?
Not going to. Because that's it. The sexy voice is saved for my wife. Let's move on. Come on, guys.
You're such a weirdo.
I was always a weirdo. I don't know why you only seeing it now. What do we want to talk about in this coming hour?
Omri is tired of being objectified as the voice sex object.
No, I'm not. I like it. I like to be an object, man.
I was gonna say I would think that he would enjoy that.
I very much like to be an object.
I would think that guys are happy to be objectified. It's women who don't like to be objectified.
It depends who they are.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about maybe my house. I will talk to you about my clothing and how frustrated I was.
Tell us about that cycle you were dealing
with
that
with real estate agents.
That nasty real estate agent. Tell us about her.
I don't want to tell about her. I won't even give
nasty.
her I want to tell you something. Yes, some people find it very appealing not to deal with other human beings. So they should stay in this mindset of not dealing with other human beings. Now it's hard because in many jobs, in many professions, you have to deal with other human beings. But if you don't have the patience, the skill, the attention, the socialism, whatever you want, you shouldn't do it. There are ways to make money without dealing with human beings. I'm pretty sure that the people that call me 10 times a day, offering me loans for $50,000 or asking me if I'm happy with the size of my genitalia or whatever they call me every time.
People are asking you that, calling you for that kind of stuff?
No, not yet.
Do you have Peyronie's or something going on?
What is Peyronie's?
Okay.
So my point is they don't need to deal with other human beings. And I think that's the point. We in the school, we love dealing with human beings. Larry liked to brag all the time that he could retire. And actually, he did retire in the past.
Yeah.
He can't. The interaction with others is so important for him. The success story, the impact on others is so important for him. Some people don't have this gift, and I'm saying gift with a purpose. And they shouldn't be in those professions, and that's the problem. That's why I experienced, I think, in my closing. I will tell you right now, I'm still working on the Google review and the Facebook review that I will post about my experience.
I would love to see that.
Because I hope you will, because again, I was so annoyed.
So I think you should give context to what's going on. Like what this conversation.
You can do it if you want.
So Omri, for those of you that don't know, Omri's been renting for a little while, and he was renting this place in Newtown, and his lease wasn't getting renewed, so he needed to find a place. So he finally found a place, and if those of you who don't know Omri, he's a drama queen. He is clearly the biggest drama queen I've ever met in my entire life.
Thank you.
And Brian is over here smiling because he knows it's completely true. Anyway, so Omri's in a rush to find a house. And he finally finds this house that he's okay about, but you know how like usually when you walk into a house and you know it's yours, you walk in and you're like, wow, this is it.
Not everybody has this experiment.
I'm telling you, Omri, everybody has had. When you walk into the house,
you walk in, you fall in love immediately.
It's not that you fall in love, but you just know that that's your house.
Okay, how do you know? Who tells you?
God.
Okay.
I don't know how else to say it. Like you walk in and you just know this is it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like in the 2 houses I've bought. Not including the 3 houses I've bought, I walked in, I'm like, this is my house.
Okay. And God told you that Audi will go through your front door one day?
No, God did not tell me that. I wish he would have warned me about that one. But anyway, so the whole thing was very stressful for Omri. And as Omri gets more stressed, as you can figure out from the radio show, Omri is a big goofball. He likes to joke around. He likes to have fun. He likes to play games. He's always making jokes. Like that's just who he is.
I like to make people laugh.
He likes to make people laugh.
To make people happy.
Yeah, he likes to make people happy and laugh, and that's just who he is. But as he's getting closer and closer to trying to find a place to live with him and his young family, he was getting more and more stressed out. Now he finally finds this place, and the realtor, which I don't understand, because if you're a realtor, you need to suck it up and be nice, because your business depends on being nice to other people so that they come back to you. Right. And anyway, so this realtor was a nasty, 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 nasty person. In every sense, she would just be difficult. And it's just like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing.
Correct.
So anyway, the day of closing, Omri asked me to go with him because I'm also a realtor. And I'm like, yep, let's go. And we're sitting there where we're waiting for her to show up. And she's already, we're supposed to meet at 9. It's like 9:06. And I call, I'm like, where are you? We're waiting for you. She's like, well, no one ever requested my presence. I'm like, do you even know how closings work? I'm like, you need to send me the code so I can get in the house. Well, I sent it to your admin. I'm like, well, you can send it to me now. And she was just like very nasty about it. And I got the code and we went in. And then Omri's like, hey, you coming with me to closing? I'm like, no, because if you want me to come to closing, I'm not going to be very nice to this woman. Because,
I wasn't nice to her during closing. I didn't even look at her one time.
At some point, you hit an age where all the niceties of where you're just like they fall away. So I have moved into that part of my life where I am not going to just try to be nice to you just for the sake of being nice. If you're going to be nasty to me, I'm going to be nasty right back.
Correct.
And and that's where I'm at. I'm like, you want me to come with you to closing? There's not going to be a nice thing I'm going to say to this little psycho bitch.
Me too.
So she was just everything about her made his closing difficult and harder, and he was already stressed out. He's already moving his family across town. And for those of you who have moved, it's very stressful. You have to get everything started. You got to pack up your entire life. You got to move it, put it in the truck, and figure out where everything. Then you got to re-unpack it and figure out where everything's. I mean, it's just stressful. Everything about it is stressful. Plus, it's incredibly expensive because you have to put deposits down for everything. I mean, it's just a stressful part of your life, right?
So again, it's just amazing to me that there is a way to make it fun. We here in the school, we are masters, if you ask me, about making it fun. People come here with financial problems, and we don't laugh at them, we laugh with them. We try to clear the mood and make it easy, and that way they're listening better, they're learning better, and they understand better. And for some reason, I think, like you just described, it should be the same when you deal with people that are moving, when you deal with people who are selling or buying. And for some people, it's not. For many people, Larry has difficulty with dealing with agents. And he always say that. And I didn't understand that. I never understood that because he used to be an agent.
Yeah. Well, he still is.
He still is. I know, but he don't do it. He don't do it on an everyday basis. We are still doing it. We are doing it mainly for ourselves. We're doing it mainly to benefit ourselves. Well, now I understand exactly why he don't want to deal with real estate agents on an everyday basis.
So I have to tell you, so the lady who sold us the house that we're in right now.
Yeah.
I've been in my house, I don't know, like maybe 9 or 10 years now, something like that. It's been a while. Anyway, the lady who sold us our house, she was so awesome. She was so fantastic. She showed us all these other houses. She answered all our questions. We would call her up and, how does this work? How does that work? And she was just wonderful. And 10 years later, there's not a thought in my mind if I had to go and buy another house, I would use her. Because she was just so fantastic, right? She left that much of a great impression on me.
I know.
And I was saying something to my husband. He's like, oh, in a heartbeat, I'd go back to her. Now, this lady, there's no chance in hell I would even recommend her.
No. I will tell you another thing. The owners of the house that were very nice people, they were basically guided by her to be careful and not say too much. And don't. It's like to me, when I'm buying a house, I'm moving into somebody else's house. I want to hear the stories.
Yeah.
I want to hear about their birthday. I want to hear about, they had life in this house.
Yeah.
Right? And they can guide me and they can make me feel much better. She scared them about talking to us because something can interfere with the deal and all. That's horrible. And like I said,
awful. She was
some
awful.
people don't need to deal with other human beings because they don't have the skill and they shouldn't. And they should stay where they're at and just, there are enough jobs that you don't need to deal. She's just awful.
Like, I look forward to seeing the nasty Google review you leave for her.
I will.
I just can't.
See.
I cannot wait.
I will send it to you.
Wait.
I
cannot wait.
Certain
she was
people,
so awful.
And I think part of it is that, yes, we are dealing with people here in the school every day. We are trying to reach in our very special character, you can say, to every soul and to make them learn and to help them improve their life. We don't make it happen all the time, but we're trying, okay? And for certain people, I guess they don't have this gift, and that's why they shouldn't be in this position.
Yeah. But and the one thing I do want to say is because it's really easy to write a bad review, but I also want to throw it out there that, at least I do, and I'm sure you do too. Like when I find a place or a person or something where I have a really great experience, I always make it a point to leave a great review. You know what I mean? Like I've done that lots of times. Just like I said, we were just in upstate New York and we went to eat at this place, and the ambiance was great, the view was fantastic, the service was wonderful, and I made it a point to leave a nice review for them saying how you guys are absolutely awesome.
I know.
So because it's really easy to leave a nasty one, but it's also really important to leave a good one as well.
Correct.
So.
Remember to share your experience when it's good and when it's bad.
Yeah.
So if you want to share your experience with real estate agents or with anything at all, give us a call, 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. If you experience any person that needed to service you and help you and guide you, and they just,
I know that's weird, right? The
they
service
just
Omri doesn't understand that one in the U.S.
Service you, and I will say it again: service you, or guide you, or give you anything at all. And and you believe and you feel they failed, please give us a call and share with us.
Omri's going to service Brian in a little bit. So.
I will service Brian in a little bit. And Debbie, what are we going to give people today?
Oh, so we do have our money hacks coming up. Woo! So our next money hacks is coming up in October. And we have a bunch of speakers coming in. It's going to be a really great event. We're setting up all the stuff for it now. So call in and you will get a free ticket to the Money Hacks event. The only thing we ask is that if you call in for a ticket, please come, right? Because if we don't want to give out a ticket if you're not able to come, because we're buying lunch and we want to make sure we have an accurate head count and stuff. But our next Money Hacks event is going to be on October 17th. Again, that's Saturday, October 17th. It's going to be an all-day event and we have a bunch of speakers coming in. So see if you can make it. We would love to have you. So call in so that you can get a free Money Hacks event, and we'll give you a book too while you're at it. So we'll give you the Money Hacks book, and then you can come to the Money Hacks event, which will be an all-day event here at the school. It's here at the school at Corporate Drive East in where are we at? In Langhorne. So
yes.
We look forward to seeing you. Give us a call so we can get you some free tickets.
Yeah, you also live in the same town, you know.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I live around the corner. I do have to say that I love living around the corner from the school because Omri's like, where are you? And I'm like, I am 3 minutes away. I am 7 minutes away.
I know. That's part of the drawback. I used to be 3 minutes away. Now I'm 5 minutes away.
I know. It's so long for you.
God,
I know. It's horrible.
So 855-939-1137. We'll be very happy to hear your stories. Who treated you bad? Who wasn't nice to you? I'm not going to use the same word that Debbie used, but please give us a call. 855-939-1137. The same word that you used to describe the way you were as part of the pharmaceutical company. As the B word. Can we say the B word? I know you say that.
You could say the B word.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
So can I say it right now?
Yeah, knock yourself out.
You sure?
Yeah, Glenn, we're allowed to say that word, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can say that word.
Okay.
There's only a couple that you're like are really off.
If you don't feel like you need to say it, then don't say it.
Okay, I won't say it. I appreciate you, Brian. We need somebody to straight us out. This is Brian going to be. This is what Brian is going to be today.
Brian's going to be our straight man today?
Correct. So 855-939, that's the last time, I promise. 855-939-1137, and we'll be very happy.
What's the last time? What are you talking about?
To have you as a guest in our next Money Hacks event.
Okay. Yay. And you get to meet us in person, which is always fun.
It depends to who, but yeah.
What? I think people like meeting us in person. It's funny. So I went out to dinner last night. So Friday night, I usually have a date night with my husband, and we go to this local bar. There's a handful of bars that we go to, and we like to sit at the bar, because that's just what we do. Anyway, so we're talking to this guy and this man and his wife, and clearly they ride motorcycles, and you could tell because they had the little Harley, whatever, blah blah blah. Anyway, so we're chit chatting and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I'm like, I work at investor schooling, blah blah blah. And I pull out my business card, which is a poker chip, right? And I hand it over. I slide it over across the table, and it's got a picture, a caricature of me on one side, and it's got the QR code on the other. And he picks it up, and he's reading it. He's like, investor schooling. He's like, I hear you guys on the radio. I said, yeah, I'm Dr. Dev. He's like, are you really?
Wow.
So it was pretty cool. I'm like, what are the odds of that happening, right? It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So,
That's cool.
Yeah, that was neat. So, and then the one time, Omri and I, we went to
Floor and decor.
Floor and decor.
Correct.
Right. So I'm there talking to the guy, trying to have a conversation with him, and Omri's completely ignoring me. And I see he's having a conversation with the other woman who's there, and she recognized our voices, and she's like, "Oh my God!" And she was so excited to hear. It was just great because I'm like, I'm trying to talk to you, Omri, and he's totally ignoring me. And then I realized that she's a fan, and she's just talking to us about the show, which was also pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm helping you all the time, so I need a break sometimes. For a second.
You need
for a second.
You need a break about what?
From helping you. Omri, what do I do about that? Omri, what do I do about that? Omri, what do I do about that?
You know what's interesting about that? I have to tell you, Omri. So for the longest time, I'd always just bug Larry, right? So then you're always like, I can help you, I can help you, I can help you. So now I'm always calling you and not calling Larry.
I can't help you anymore.
And now you're complaining that I'm calling you. So what am I supposed to just go back to asking Larry for all the help?
Yes.
So don't offer if you're not interested in helping me.
Talk to Larry.
Okay.
I still like you.
Yeah.
For a reason that